Why is self-esteem so important in living your daily life? Simple. It is easy to remember with this illustration. With a healthy self-esteem, nobody can make you feel inferior. With a low self-esteem, anyone can. Greetings. Welcome. Good to see you. My name is Amir Bemji. I'm excited about our discussion today for one very big reason. The positivity that is available in the future dimension of self-esteem that you can tap into and leverage it in multiple ways for living your daily life. Let's see where this positivity comes from in the future dimension that I am so excited about, and I hope that you get just as excited by the time we get to the end of this video. Let's begin with the two extreme perspectives of the future dimension that you saw on the title slide of this video. And the two perspectives are well represented by the images shown. The two perspectives of the future are labeled hope and promise on the one extreme, and end of the road on the other. Depending on which of these two perspectives you are closer to, there are implications that you should know about and reflect on, and either address it to fix it or leverage it for the good it can be in all areas of your life. First, let us explore the end of the road perspective. The end of the road perspective basically implies that I am not as excited about anything I see happening in my future. It is just more of the same all lifelong. No motivation. There is no reason to become motivated to engage in self-improvement or new learning. For what? Nothing in the future is that compelling. The only motivation people who hold this perspective need is addressing the immediate needs as part of living their daily life. Lack of drive and energy. You experience feeling lethargic with no desire to push yourself. No clarity of values or priorities. There is no strong sense of what is right and wrong, and hence there's no basis to determine priorities. Burnout. With no reason to get engaged physically and mentally and rejuvenate yourself, it is easy to experience burnout from pure stagnation. No long-term goals, life goals, or vision. There is no basis to create life goals or long-term goals or develop a vision without a purpose for life. Why do you think this purpose of life is so important? Can get into downward spiral. Very easy with this perspective to fall into a downward spiral where things go from bad to worse. Living day to day and for the present, etc. Finally, you end up living day to day and for the present, since the perspective is very short term and based on just what is needed for survival and for the present or immediate future. Now let's take a look at the alternative and preferred perspective of the future and the positivity available to you to leverage and apply to living your daily life. And we call this the hope and promise perspective, implying that you have a life purpose and a vision of the future that you are excited about. Driven by life purpose and vision of life. A clear purpose and vision of life drives everything that you do in your daily life, with the hope of someday fulfilling that purpose and realizing that vision. energized in pursuit of goals. Now you have goals based on your vision and derived from your life purpose. Goals that are very meaningful to you, and as a result, you are energized in the pursuit of those goals. Physical and mental health. Staying physically and mentally engaged in tasks and activities that are meaningful and gratifying contributes to a positive impact on your physical and mental health. Clarity of values, beliefs, and priorities. They go hand in hand with having a life purpose and vision of life. You become more decisive and experience less procrastination. And to that degree, you become more effective. Ability to respond to challenges and setbacks. This comes from putting the challenges and setbacks you encounter in perspective compared to the big picture of your life purpose and vision. Highly motivated and optimistic. Because, as the Apple co-founder Steve Jobs said, if you are working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. You are optimistic because you believe in the life purpose you have created for yourself. This source of motivation in any goals that are important for you, whether it is living a long life, becoming healthy, managing your stress, it works. Model for family and others. This is when family members and others observing you look at you and say, what keeps you going and not giving up despite the challenges? They want to become like you and learn from you, and thus you become a model to others. There is a reflection activity for you at the bottom that I would encourage you to take some time and reflect on. And the activity says, when you are 95 and sense the end of life, what would make you feel good about the life you created and led? The objective is to reflect on the mortality of life as we know it, to inspire vitality and meaning of life. It helps us gain clarity of what is important. This reflection will help you apply the power of future thinking. I hope that you feel as good as I do about the immense amount of positivity available from the future dimension, waiting to be tapped and leveraged. Thank you as always for allowing me to share a part of your life journey with you as you watch this video and processed the discussion. I welcome your questions and comments. I will look forward to seeing you in our next module. In the meantime, you take care. Goodbye.